PC, welcome back. This is Hub Tunes. I'm Mike. How is everyone doing? Today I'm going to do a Beatles list. We don't need another Beatles list. Nobody's asked for another Beatles list, but I'm doing a Beatles list. It's going to be my favorite solo Beatles records. There won't be any Wings on here because it's not really solo. But anyway, first of all, a couple of shout outs before we get going. Wanted to thank everyone who's subscribing and watching and liking and commenting and disliking. You guys are awesome. If you guys are watching, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps out when we're getting things going and starting to get traction. So please do that. And again, thank you. You guys are awesome. Second of all, I wanted to give a shout out to Jen and all the ladies at Women in Vinyl. You guys check out their website. I will put a link below. Jen is super awesome. Amanda, the archivist from Mazzy's channel, is involved in this organization. Check them out. Really important stuff. Women in the music industry, in the vinyl industry, doing great stuff. So I highly recommend going to their website. They also have a YouTube channel. It's not real active, but the website will give you a whole rundown of everything they're involved in and what they do, and really cool. So Women in Vinyl, thank you. Check them out. So let's get on to it. Yeah. Solo Beatles albums. I think I picked 15. Yeah, I think I picked 15. So we'll just go through them. The hell. First up, Ringo by Ringo Starr. This is a great album. I'm in the camp of Ringo did better solo stuff than most people realize. This is my favorite. He's also been doing some clunkers too, but that's beside the point. He's almost 80. Actually, he may be 80 at this point. But yeah, this is Ringo. This has Photograph, You're 16. Great album. Really good album. This is also the only Ringo album that'll be on this list. I always loved the star where he's in bed. Yeah, so it's a really good album, and I had to put a Ringo album on this list, right? Not really a ranking, but that's number 15. That's my first, so I'm not really ranking them. I'm putting this on there because this album really impacted my life. Yeah, I mean, at the time this came out and just how it impacted me and everything that followed right after it. This album always sticks in my mind. It's only half of a John Lennon album, obviously, but man, that half is spectacular. I do like a lot of the Yoko stuff that's on here. I think she did a really nice job, and there's some great songs on here. So yeah, Double Fantasy, John Lennon and Yoko Ono. Next up, I love this album too. This probably does not make anyone's solo Beatles favorite albums list, but this is George Harrison's Somewhere in England. Again, like Double Fantasy, when this came out, I was a kid that was in Beatles heaven, and I love this record. I love the emotion of it. All those years ago, Blood from a Clone, Baltimore Oriole. Yeah, this is a Life Itself. This is a terrific album. I love the artwork on here. Absolutely love this artwork. Yeah, I don't think this makes anyone's list. It's a little dated. It's got a little bit of a dated sound. I was listening to it before this video, and but I love the emotion of Life Itself and Blood from a Clone, and it just all those years ago, just a terrific record. George Harrison, Somewhere in England. This might also not make many people's list. Maybe I'm doing a different list than everyone else does over and over. Yeah, I'm putting Paul McCartney 3 on here. I like this album better than McCartney 1 and McCartney 2. I know. Maybe because it's fresh. I was really impressed with this album when it came out. It was way more than I was expecting. I love Paul when he gets stripped down to just the bare minimum and just does stuff like this. Egypt Station was way overproduced. It was too complicated. It was too long. Why was that album so damn long? Too many songs. I like stuff like this. I'm very critical of Paul McCartney and solo records. I'm probably overly critical. But this thing, I really, really enjoyed this record. I absolutely love it. And who knows? Maybe it won't stand the test of time. I don't know. Maybe we'll revisit this list in 10 years or even 5 years, maybe 3. But I really, really enjoyed it. And I was surprised by it. I think maybe that's more descriptive. This is the white copy. I also have the green from Target. But yeah, this was a nice, solid release from an 80-year-old man, I think. I mean, his voice is not there, but he works with it. He really, really works with it. And I think, like I said, terrific release. Next up, such an underrated album, I think. This is George Harrison, 33 1/3. This is a wonderful record. Absolutely wonderful record. This has Dear One. Yeah. Beautiful Girl. This is a terrific record, too. Absolutely great. 33 1/3. This is probably not on a lot of people's lists either. This one is probably my second favorite George Harrison record. This is the self-titled. It says Blow Away on it. Just a happy, fun record. He's in a great mood. It seems like he's in a really good place. Eric Clapton plays a little bit on this. Just a terrific record. Love Comes to Everyone, Not Guilty, Here Comes the Moon, Soft-Hearted Hannah, Blow Away, Faster. This is a wonderful record. My second favorite solo George Harrison record. Yeah. Flaming Pie. It's a good Paul McCartney solo record. Excuse me. I love this record. I kind of slept on it when it came out. I'll admit, I kind of was at a phase where I was like, the 80s were bad for Paul. There is nothing I like about 80s Paul McCartney. I didn't like any of the useless collaborations, and I just didn't like anything he did in the 80s. I did like Flowers in the Dirt a little bit. I like some of the Elvis Costello stuff he did. But yeah, so I kind of slept on this a little bit when it first came out, but it's a great record. This is the current reissue. It's great. This pressing sounds phenomenal. I love Steve Miller on guitar on a couple of songs. This is a solid record. So don't sleep on this like I did. Next up, if you guys watch this channel, you probably kind of get the idea that I'm more of my favorite Beatle was John Lennon. And this is one of my favorite John Lennon records. This is Walls and Bridges. This is my original copy from high school, and it's still hanging in there after all the abuse it took. I eventually got it on CD, and I think that's probably why it's preserved so nicely. But Number 9 Dream, Old Dirt Road, Scared, Stealing Glass, Nobody Loves You When You're Down and Out. This is a masterpiece. I don't think people talk about this as much as they should. Wonderful record. Walls and Bridges by John Lennon. Next up, I'm technically calling this a solo album, and I think I'm legitimately okay with doing that because Double Fantasy, he collaborated with somebody, so this is a collaboration, but I don't need to explain my list. This is The Fireman. This is Paul McCartney and Youth. This is my favorite solo Paul McCartney record. I love this record. This is, what's it called? Electric, oh my God, my eyes. Electric Arguments. This is great. If you guys don't have this, find it. It's a great record. It's easy to find. You should be able to find it. It's on double. It's double vinyl. It's a great record. Nothing too much just out of sight. Two Magpies is a great song. Sing the Changes, I think that was the single. And it's great. It's a really good song. He does Travel in Light, does Highway, Light from Your Lighthouse, Sun is Shining. This is a great record, you guys. All the artwork is done by Paul. Yeah, guys, pick that up. If you don't have that in your collection and you're a Paul McCartney fan, run out and get it. It's really, really good. And now we're kind of in the top. We're in the top couple, so I mean, you guys know all these records. I don't have to say all that much. This is John Lennon, Imagine. Stone Cold Masterpiece, one of the greatest albums of all time. Raw, Emotion. That's what I love about John Lennon, is just he put it all out there. He was a sensitive soul, and he had no problem putting it out on record and telling you how he felt. He was incredible, absolutely incredible. So this is Imagine. I guess we'll do this one next. My number one, this is number two, I guess. 1 and 2 probably flip back and forth. This is obviously Plastic Ono Band. I guess technically a solo, not a solo album then? I don't know. Yes, it's a solo album. This is John Lennon and the Plastic Ono Band. Another stone cold masterpiece. My favorite solo John Lennon record by far. Absolutely. I mean, what do you say? Everybody's been talking about this record given the reissue. Yeah, I mean, it's Isolation, I Found Out, God. This is the companion piece, the Yoko Ono. Both of them. Yeah, this is great. Oh, I'm sorry, I was holding up the wrong one earlier. This is the Yoko Ono, and this is the John Lennon. Of course, I went out and bought. I got the reissue. I just got the 3 LP set. I don't need all the demos and stuff. I understand people love that stuff, and that's awesome. I personally don't need it. I won't listen to it. So, but this has exactly what I needed. That's what I love about these promotions and these new reissues. They give you so many options for you to go out and get what suits you. I wanted the box, the CD box, because that book that came with it is really, really nice. But I don't have a CD player, so I didn't do that. But I would love to get my hands on the book that comes with the CD box set. But that's what's great about all these reissues, is they give you options, and this is exactly what I wanted, the remastered album with some outtakes, and this is great. So, yep, Plastic Ono Band, number 2. You guys can obviously, whoa, almost lost my pile. You guys can probably guess what's number 1. This is the best solo Beatles album. Not by far, though. Not by much. Plastic Ono Band's right there behind it. Great record. Great. Maybe I can get a thumbnail. What a great record. I I even like the jams. When I was a kid, I loved the jams. The jams were my favorite part of this. Ooh, door just slammed. My cats are doing something over there, causing a scene. Yeah, this is my copy from high school. It's in pretty good shape too. Yeah, I still have the poster. I love the jams. I know a lot of people say that's just a waste of whatever. I love that stuff. I got the poster still in pretty decent shape. I don't think I ever hung this poster, so that's probably why it's in really good shape. Anyway, the jams. I like the jams. I like stuff like that. I love instrumentals, and I thought it was really cool. I know most people don't really care. I don't need to name the songs that are on this. You guys know this. Phil Spector produced masterpiece. Absolute masterpiece. I will be buying I already pre-ordered the 5 record set. Did I get the 5 or the 8? No, I got the 5. Because it was like $100, something like that. The 5 disc set for the anniversary. That's perfect for me. That's exactly what I need. I don't need any more. I love that there are options. You can get the record for $20 or whatever. You can get a 3 record set. You can get a 5 record set. You can get a 8 record set. I think there's even a 10 record set. Or you can get the $1,000 wine box curated thing with gnomes in it and all that for $1,000. And if that's your jam, go out and fucking get it. That's the great part about it. So yeah, good stuff. Great reissue coming down the pike. Cannot wait to get that. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I don't really have much else to say about Beatles, especially those last 4. Definitely check out The Fireman. If you guys don't have that, Electric Arguments, that's the best one. He did a couple other with The Fireman. They're called Under the Fireman, but those are more ambient electronic music. I don't have those. I don't even know if those are out on vinyl. They might be. I don't have those. This is by far the best one and my favorite solo Paul McCartney record. I didn't put Wings in here. I'm sure I'll get a comment about that. I Band on the Run and Venus and Mars would have made the list for sure, absolutely for sure. Those are my 2 favorite Wings albums. I do like Back to the Egg a little bit. I like some of the stuff that's on London Town. There's some good songs on there, but worthy of this list? No. That's I can't think of any other Paul McCartney solo records I really would have put on here. Maybe you guys have some. Chaos, that's pretty good record. Could have made the list if I expanded the list to 20. Flowers in the Dirt, yeah, that probably would have made the list too, if I had expanded to 20. So yeah, I think I covered everything. It's a Beatles list. You guys, stay safe. Check out Women in Vinyl. I'll put their website down below in the description. Again, thank you everyone for all your... This has really taken off. I'm quite surprised. So thank you. Subscribe, like, comment, dislike, whatever the hell you guys want to do. Stay safe and have a great week.